Hey, welcome back to Overwrite, the show where we rethink games. I'm Kuomon.
And I'm Cy.
And this is checkpoint number 1 in our journey through Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yep.
Cy's favorite game. With all the girls. Yeah, but actually, just to give a quick recap before we get into the nitty gritty, I wanted to talk to you about today.
Great.
So far, we've had our regular school life in which we joined the literature club, we've met the girls.
Yeah.
We've apparently not met a single other human being on Earth because there's nobody else.
There wasn't any money to have any other people in the game.
And we've spent, I think it's about 3 days now.
Yeah, we spent 3 days, which was the first day in which we first met.
We joined the club.
The girls. And then poem day number 1 and poem day number 2.
Yeah, so we've been basically eating with them and sharing poetry.
Yeah. Eating cupcakes and reading poems.
So when people usually think about video games, eating cupcakes and reading poetry is not what comes to mind.
Yeah, no, they usually think about Zelda or like Call of Duty or something like that. But
they usually think about kind of like this hero narrative thing,
right?
Where it's like you're put in a situation where you need to like solve a puzzle or like save the world or have some kind of like action reaction kind of situation.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you felt this way, but there's really not much we can really do to impact how the game has been playing so far. It's really more like
it's more of a going through the motions.
Like at
it's
least,
very slice of lifey.
Yes, but I guess what I wanted to get at is at least for the last couple of for most of the episodes so far, it's really been kind of like Overwrite story time. Like we're doing voices and we're kind of like just following the story. Like there's really not much.
Yeah, exactly. It's very it's very going through the motions kind of game.
Right.
You don't really impact the story.
So this is what I kind of like want to maybe have a little dialogue here with you about. Okay. So there's a discussion that comes up every now and then about what exactly is a video game. Okay. And so visual novels, whether we decide they are video games or not, they've been with us. They kind of boomed in the 90s, but they've been with us since the 80s. So there's this idea that at the end of the day, a video game and what makes video games different and special in particular is that video games are about making meaningful choices. You know, everything from you press A to jump and your character jumps and how that translates into how you interact with the world, to maybe more complex things like who should I save in this situation where I need to decide between two characters and I need to go either direction A or direction B to face different enemies and do different things. So I guess Doki Doki Literature Club really doesn't give us that kind of agency in the game. It's just like, but like the game literally starts and it goes like, hey, this is you. Hey, this is your best friend Sayori. Like, you don't get a choice in this. This is your best friend. Get to know her.
Yeah, well, but like other video games also kind of do that.
Right.
Think.
This is why I want to have this dialogue.
Yeah. Think Ocarina of Time. It begins with this is your new fairy, and you
is,
don't get a choice in that.
This is your friend Steria. Say hello to her. Like her.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. But you know what I think goes against that for Doki Doki though is. I don't know if you felt this while we've been playing, but even the things where it seems like we have a choice, like remember when we had to pick between Yuri and Natsuki? And there was
when they were fighting.
And there was another choice like help me Sayori, but at the end of the day, we kind of still ended up like going home with Sayori and having kind of like a heart-to-heart moment with her.
Yeah. So I think, well, I wouldn't know, but I think it's one of those situations where the conversation would have like gone the exact same way, no matter who you picked.
Oh, you're getting too meta here. You're talking about game design stuff now.
Yeah.
No, but what I was trying to
confused as to
what
what
I'm
we've been
trying
doing
to
so far.
bring to the table here is it seems in Doki Doki Literature Club, even when the game kind of gives us the illusion of choice, it seems to not really matter anyway. Because again, like
it's a bit existentialist, but yeah, we can go there.
Yeah, like but again, like we could have picked between Natsuki and Yuri or help me Sayori, but we still ended up with Sayori that day. There wasn't. I guess what I mean is like you would have normally expected with a choice like that. Like think of regular game that tells you like, would you like the red stone or the blue stone? Because the red stone will allow you to float, and the blue stone will allow you to swim underwater or whatever.
Okay.
And you pick one, and that's the skill you have in the game, and that kind of like, even if it's a minor detail, it kind of like impacts the rest of the game for you.
It's a lot more direct, but you do have fairly direct choices in visual novel.
I guess so. If I'm understanding you right, you feel that even if with that choice particularly that I've been mentioning about Natsuki and Yuri not seeming to end up in anything, that you're still like influencing the final outcome of the game in terms of what girl you want to end up with?
Well, I wouldn't know because, like I said, when we were playing, I don't know anything about this game.
Yeah, stay tuned.
But I guess from what I know, what little I know about visual novels and dating sims is, well, we've played 3 days, and during those 3 days, we've made a certain amount of choices, and that it's been decided what
like let me throw a wrench in there. So
route we're taking through the game.
You feel it's been decided?
I feel like it's been decided.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, remember? So the first time we got to do poetry, which seems to be the place where the game kind of like decides what girl you want to spend time with.
Right.
We didn't really pick much of Sayori options.
Yeah.
But we still had like the whole thing with Sayori and the cookies.
Well, but regardless, that's kind of she's your best friend and she's still there, so it's kind of.
But that's what I mean. It's like you're not getting that kind of.
They're not gonna just erase her from the game, is what I mean.
Yeah, but you're not getting that kind of thing with Natsuki or with Monica.
Okay.
Is what I mean.
Yeah,
like you're not getting that kind of like close relation, like vignette of a relationship that you're getting with Sayori so far in the game. Like at least up to where we've played.
Okay.
Which is what I mean. Is it seems like even though you've made a bunch of choices with the poetry and with like the actual literal options given through on-screen prompts, that the game's not really giving you a choice. It's just kind of like telling you a story about you and your best friend Sayori and how you kind of like each other, I guess, or she likes you because you don't really seem to like her.
You can't say my name right for shit, but yeah.
But it does kind of run contrary to what you would expect from a game where it's like where you make a choice and the game kind of like that choice keeps on feeding, like you get kind of these feedback loops about the choices you make, and that kind of like informs the rest of the experience.
It's a different type of game. I think for me, games are more about like the experience of playing a game and having choice and the experience of playing a game, and I'm very much getting that from this game.
So you feel it's more about just getting the experience,
yeah,
and what you take out from that experience,
yeah.
regardless of whether you can actually affect the final outcome or not.
Well, yeah, I think I don't want to talk shit about anyone or anything, but think about Mass Effect.
That's a different override. We're not doing
override, but it's relevant. It's because no spoilers or anything, but it really relates to that.
You guys who know about the ending of Mass Effect know what we're talking about. But yeah, okay, so I see what you're getting at. For some people, even if what happened with Mass Effect was kind of a debacle, for some people it still meant something.
It's still, and it's definitely an experience that they cherish. So I guess that's my point.
So before ending this checkpoint, because this is let me give you guys a little bit of background here. Sai over here is the only one who actually doesn't know anything, as far as I think so, right? You don't really know anything about this game.
I know that it's a dating sim,
Uh-huh.
and I know that there is a twist.
Okay, well, yes.
A twist. I don't know, like, the story, or honestly, like, before I started playing, I didn't know what really the game was about, or the characters, or what the twist is.
Do you know the twist?
I don't know.
You don't know
I
the
know
twist.
that there is a twist. I don't know that when the twist is gonna happen. I don't know what the twist is gonna be. Like, I have a few clues of me playing through the game because of the fact that I know that there is a twist.
Okay,
and I know the reason why this game was super big on the internet is because there was a twist. But I've kept myself, or I've tried to keep myself away from and ignorant of, so that we can do this.
Okay, so your experience has kind of been tainted a bit though, because you've been kind of looking out for clues about what the twist might be.
Yeah, a bit.
Okay.
Honestly, from what I can tell, it's something to do with Monica, I guess, just because of the fact that she was the one who told me to save before.
Well, but
last...
video games do that. I mean, yeah, like they kind of poked a joke out of it. Like she
that's
literally went like, "This has nothing to do
with grading."
But video games sometimes, like, there's video games that do it seriously. That go like, "Oh, and by the way, go to the book over there to save your game." And it's like Barry, what are you talking about? And there's other games that actually kind of like poke fun at like, oh, and you should save your game because things might happen. Usually like behind
it's really
bosses.
It's really kind of the only thing I have.
Okay, so that's the only thing that's come out to you.
And the fact that she was kind of late for the second day, but that could have happened regardless.
She was in piano lessons.
Yeah, she was in piano lessons.
She was in piano lessons because her voice impedes her from having proper conversations with people
and singing, and being a normal human being. So, yeah, that's about what I know.
So, but are you enjoying that experience, even though you're
I'm enjoying it more because of that.
Okay, because you're technically not getting the experience. Dan Salvato was the guy who made this game. This is kind of an indie game. Mm-hmm. You're not really getting the experience that Dan Salvato can kind of like.
No. Because I
expected you to have.
I know I know that there's something coming. I'm getting, I guess, the least tainted experience that someone can get at this point in time. Okay. Because the game was so big and so meaningful to video games and video game design and the internet in general, that I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know that there is a twist.
Yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club is definitely a household name, at least among video game circles.
Yes.
But yeah, let us know in the comments. Are visual novels games? Also, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, like us on Instagram, Twitter. Did I miss anything?
See you in the next one. I'm Cy.
I was talking about...
I think that's the only thing you missed.
And Facebook. Follow us on Facebook too. Anyway, on that note, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.